ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। संसारसागरे मग्नं दीनं मां करुणानिधे कर्ममोहगृहीताङ्गं मामुद्धर भवार्णवात्। श्रीमद्भागवताख्योऽयं प्रत्यक्षः कृष्ण एव हि स्वीकृतोऽसि मया नाथ मुक्त्यर्थं भवसागरे। मनोरथो मदीयोऽयं सफलः सर्वथा त्वया निर्विघ्नेनैव कर्तव्यः दासोऽहं तव केशव। शुकरूपप्रबोधज्ञ सर्वशास्त्रविशारद एतत्कथा प्रकाशेन मदज्ञानं विनाशय। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्च अर्थेष्वभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। धर्मः प्रोज्झितकैतवोऽत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनं। श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्यो हृद्यवरुध्यतेऽत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिस्तत्क्षणात्। निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातर आजुहाव। पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवोऽभिनेदुः तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि। यस्वानुभावमखिलश्रुतिसारमेकम् अध्यात्मदीपमतितितीर्षतां तमोऽन्धं संसारिणां करुणयाः पुराणगुह्यं तं व्याससूनुमुपयामि गुरुं मुनीनाम्। श्रीमद्भागवतं पुराणतिलकं यद्वैष्णवानां धनं यस्मिन् पारमहंस्यमेवममलं ज्ञानं परं गीयते। यत्र ज्ञानविरागभक्तिसहितं नैष्कर्म्यमाविष्कृतं तच्छृण्वन् प्रपठन् विचारणवरः भक्त्या विमुच्येन्नरः। कृष्णप्रियं सकलकल्मषनाशनं च मुक्त्येकहेतुमिह भक्तिविलासकारी सन्तः कथानकमिदं पिबतादरेण लोके तीर्थपरिशीलनसेवया किं स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुण्ठे नास्त्ययं रसः। अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः मामामुञ्चदकर्हिषितो नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं। समस्तदेवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः। ब्राह्मणेभ्यो आचार्येभ्यो नदीनदेभ्यो साधकेभ्यो तीर्थेभ्यो क्षेत्रेभ्यो शास्त्रेभ्यो नमः। समस्त श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण आचार्येभ्यो नमः। परब्रह्मणे नमः। महाविष्णुवे नमः। ब्रह्मणे नमः। सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नमः। नारदाय नमः। वेदव्यासाय नमः। शुकब्रह्मर्षये नमः सूतमहामुने नमः शौनकादृशिभ्यो नमः वैशम्पायनादृशिभ्यो नमः अत्र्यादृशिभ्यो नमः मत्स्यादि अवतारेभ्यो नमः प्रह्लादादिभक्तजनेभ्यो नमः आदित्यादिनवग्रह देवताभ्यो नमः श्रीदक्षिणामूर्ति दत्तात्रेय हयग्रीवादिगुरुभ्यो नमः ओं दुर्गा लक्ष्मी सरस्वती स्वरूपिणि श्री आदिपराशक्ति महात्रे नमः आद्यशंकराचार्यवर्यादिगुरुभ्यो नमः मातापितृदेवताभ्यो नमः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः. Today is the last chapter study of Bhagavatam. That is why we invoked all the gurus. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavata Mahapuranam Dvadasha Skandha Parayanam. Om Avasashchatirodhascha Yataschadhyavasiyate Sahasreya Param Brahma Paramatmeti Shabdyate Ath Trayodashodhyayah. In this chapter, conclusion is in each of the Purana, how many shlokas are there, that is said, and then the Mahima of the Bhagavata, which we just chanted shlokas, they will be there. With today this conclusion, tomorrow let's see if the Lord wants, we will start any of this Skandha or let us see. Om Ath Trayodashodhyayah Shri Suta Uvacha यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः. पृष्ठे भ्राम्यदमन्दमन्दरगिरि ग्रावाग्रकण्डूयनाथ निद्रालोः कमठाकृतेर्भगवतः श्वासानिलाः पान्तु वः यत्संस्कारकलानुवर्तनवशाद् वेलानिभेनाम्बसां यातायातमतन्द्रितं जलनिधेः नाद्यापि विश्राम्यति पुराणसङ्ख्यासम्भूतिम् अस्य वाच्य प्रयोजने दानं दानस्य माहात्म्यं पाठादेश्च निबोधतः ब्राह्मं दशसहस्राणि आद्मं पञ्चोनषष्टि च श्रीवैष्णवं चतुर्विंशतिशैवकं दशाष्टौ श्रीभागवतं नारदं पञ्चविंशतिः मार्कण्डं नववाहनं च दश पञ्चचतुश्शतं चतुर्दश भविष्यं स्यात् तथा पञ्चशतानि च दशाष्टौ ब्रह्मवैवर्तं लैङ्गमेकादशैवतो चतुर्विंशतिवाराहम् एकाशीतिसहस्रकं स्कान्दं शतं तथा चैकं वामनं दशकीर्तितं कौर्मं सप्तदशाख्यातं मात्स्यं तत्तु चतुर्दश एकोनविंशत्सौपर्णं ब्रह्माण्डं द्वादशैवतो एवं पुराणसन्दोहः चतुर्लक्षौदाहृतः तत्राष्टादशसाहस्रं श्रीभागवतमिष्यते. इदं भगवता पूर्वं ब्रह्मणेनाभिपङ्कजे स्थिताय भवभीताय कारुण्यात् सम्प्रकाशितम् आदिमध्यावसानेषु वैराग्याख्यानसंयुतं हरिलीलाकथाव्रातामृतानन्दितत्सत्सुरम् सर्ववेदान्तसारं यत् ब्रह्मात्मैकत्वलक्षणं वस्त्वद्वितीयं तन्निष्ठं कैवल्यैकप्रयोजनं प्रोष्ठपद्यां पौर्णमास्यां हेमसिंहसमन्वितं ददाति यो भागवतं स याति परमां गतिं राजन्ते तावदन्यानि पुराणानि सताङ्गणे यावत् न दृश्यते साक्षात् श्रीमद्भागवतं परं सर्ववेदान्तसारं हि श्रीभागवतमिष्यते. तद्रसामृततृप्तस्य नान्यत्र स्यात् रतिः क्वचित् निम्नगानां यथा गङ्गा देवानाम् अच्युतो यथा वैष्णवानां यथा शम्भुः पुराणानामिदं तथा. क्षेत्राणां चैव सर्वेषां यथा काशी ह्यनुत्तमा तथा पुराणव्रातानां श्रीमद्भागवतं द्विजाः श्रीमद्भागवतं पुराणमवलं यद्वैष्णवानां प्रियं यस्मिन् पारमहंसमेकममलं ज्ञानं परं गीयते यत्र ज्ञानविरागभक्तिसहितं नैष्कर्म्यमाविष्कृतम् तत्शृण्वन् प्रपठन् विचारणपरो भक्त्या विमुच्येन्नरः कस्मै येन विभासितोऽयमतुलो ज्ञानः प्रदीपः पुरा तद्रूपेण च नारदाय मुनये कृष्णाय तद्रूपिणा योगेन्द्राय तदात्मनाथ भगवत् राताय कारुण्यतः तच्छुद्धं विमलं विशोकममृतं सत्यं परं धीमहि सत्यं परं धीमहि नमस्तस्मै भगवते वासुदेवाय साक्षिणे यैदं कृपया कस्मै व्याचचक्षे मुमुक्षवे योगेन्द्राय नमस्तस्मै शुकाय ब्रह्मरूपिणे संसारसर्पदष्टं यः विष्णुरातममुमुचत भवे भवे यथा भक्तिः पादयोस्तव जायते तथा कुरुष्व देवेश नाथस्त्वं नो यतः प्रभो नाम संकीर्तनं यस्य सर्वपापप्रणाशनं प्रणामो दुःखशमनः तं नमामि हरिं वदं नाम संकीर्तनं यस्य सर्वपापप्रणाशनं प्रणामो दुःखशमनः तं नमामि हरिं परं तं नमामि हरिं परम् इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे वैयासिक्याम् अष्टादशसहस्रिकायां पारमहंस्यां संहितायां द्वादशस्कन्धे त्रयोदशोऽध्यायः द्वादशस्कन्धः समाप्तः श्रीमद्भागवतग्रन्थः परिसमाप्तः हरि ओं तत्सत् श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मचरणारविन्दार्पणमस्तु त्वदीयं वस्तु गोविन्द तुभ्यमेव समर्पये गृहाण सम्मुखो भूत्वा प्रसीद वरमेश्वर ॐ कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि अद्य सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि श्रीमन्नारायणायेति समर्पयामि Parayanam, we have concluded the entire Bhagavata Arati. Om Natatra Suryo Bhati Nachandra Tarakam Nema Vidyuto Bhanti Kutoyam Agnihe Tameva Bhantamanubhati Sarvam Tasya Bhasa Sarvamidam Vibhate Om Narayanaya Vidmahe Vasudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishnu Prachodayat Om Mangalam Sri Kurukshetra Ranakshoni Viharane आर्तसारद्रूपाय गीताचार्याय मंगलम् व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः ओं योगीन्द्राय नमस्तस्मै शुकाय ब्रह्मरूपिणे संसारसर्पदष्टं यो विष्णुदासतममुमुचत मंगलं गुरुदेवाय मणिगुणात्मने सर्वलोकशरण्याय साधुरूपाय मंगलम् बोल श्री महाविष्णु भगवान की जय बोल श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय बोल श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण शास्त्र की जय बोल श्री ब्रह्मदेव भगवान की जय बोल श्री सनत कुमार आदि भगवान की जय बोल श्री नारद भगवान की जय बोल श्री वेद व्यास भगवान की जय बोलो श्री सुखदेव भगवान की जय बोलो श्री सूत भगवान की जय बोलो श्री सौनकादि ऋषि भगवान की जय बोलो श्री वैशंपायनादि ऋषि संत की जय बोलो वै सब भागवताचार्य की जय श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण शास्त्र की जय ओम ओम ओम। इस तरह से भागवत का पारायण संपन्न हुआ. This is how we have done the chanting of entire Bhagavata 12 skandhas. From tomorrow we will do the Mahatmya also chanting. 4 chapters we have, so 5 days, 4 days. That makes it more beautiful. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Bhagavat Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Sudha Sharanam Mama, Shri Shukadeva Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Narada Sharanam Mama, Shri Kumara Sharanam Mama, Shri Brahma Sharanam Mama, Shri Vishnu Sharanam Mama, Shri Parabrahma Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Om Gangaroti Vachalam Pangum Langhete Girim Yatkrupātamaham Vande Paramanandamadhavam Swarge Satye च कैलासे वैकुण्ठे नास्त्यं रसः अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः मामामुञ्चदकरेजद ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मणे नमः श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणम् एकादशस्कन्धः मुक्तिरेत्वा अन्यथा रूपं स्वरूपेण व्यवस्थितिः अथ अष्टाविंशोऽध्यायः श्रीभगवानुवाच Saluting to entire acharyas of Bhagavata, Devatas, Rishis, Avataras, our own Gurus, Guru Parampara, to all the Shastras, Shrutimata, saluting to Parabrahma Tattva to reveal to us. Let us continue the study of Bhagavatam, where we left yesterday, in Bhagavan Krishna's teachings in this 28th chapter, especially of the 11th Skandha, the entire essence of Vedanta Jnanam to be known by us, the essence of the Upanishads, Bhagavan has given. This one portion, if we can repeatedly study till the entire subject matter becomes clearly understood, we have done great help to ourselves. Yet, with theoretical knowledge, let us not be satisfied. What is said about Paramatma Tattva is said about our own self. That self we have to have the experience of. It is done only in the down the deep seat of meditation when we really transcend everything grosser, subtler, and causer. So, what we have to throughout life remember in Vedanta as essence is only these two things. Through the Anvaya and Vyatireka, what is not there is so vividly seen world of Rupanama, and what is there is, though not seen by the Upadhis, only Paramatma Tattva. Now, this cannot be easily taught or learnt by any ordinary people unless blessed by the Guru Ishvara Kripa with so many lives of life purely lived, so many lives of Upasana done. This is a 4 years or 2.5 years studies gift for us also. If we got in last 2-3 days, what we have to get. That through Anvaya, what is there is gold only, there are no ornaments. Through Vyatireka also, what is there is gold only, no ornaments. Yet we see the ornament that is nothing but gold only. Third sentence is important. That is why in the yesterday's day before shloka number, we have seen Bhagavan has told us the 22nd one. Avidyamanopi avabhasate yo वैकारिको राजससर्ग एषः ब्रह्म स्वयं ज्योतिरतो विभाति ब्रह्मेन्द्रियार्थात्मविकारचित्रम्. Now you and I have understood it. Ki, when you open the eyes and see, you will see the world of colors and shapes and forms. With the ears, you listen sounds. So too, all the indriyas, indriyartha vastus. That alone we see. So too, with the mind, if you think or see, we only see the world of all emotions only. With the untrained intellect also, if you see, only in the world the causes, effects, so many of the desires and desire fulfillment activities, etc. But only through be attentive. The Shastra trained intellect, under the able guidance of Guru for a long time, that we are able to see as an understanding, that which cannot be seen by all these upadhis. This point we have got it now. Ki what we are saying or understanding, that through Anvaya Vyatireka, what is there is gold alone, what is there is mud alone. In the same way, through Anvaya Vyatireka, what is there is Paramatma Tattva alone. This understanding comes with the only purest of the Vedanta trained intellect. And in this way only, Paramatma is intellectually understood and convinced. With any other equipments, ill-trained equipment of buddhi, and with the mind as emotion, with the organs as perceivable things, the Lord is not discovered, the self is not discovered. उपाधियों के द्वारा भगवान नहीं पकड़े जाते हैं. Now you understood the meaning of it. So even to understand intellectually, we have to have different intuitive sublime intellect. In the same way, only when even this upadhi of intellect also is transcended, then only this Satchidananda Paramatma, who is found to be the only reality through Anvaya Vyatireka, is experienced. That is why only Anubhava Gamya is Paramatma. But we can have the Nishchaya of the Paramatma through the Vedantic way of Vicharana, in which the final thing is Anvaya Vyatireka Yat Syat Sarvatra Sarvada. This is a श्लोक of भागवत, चतुश्लोकी भागवत. याद है ना आपको? अहमेवासमेवाग्रे नान्यद्यत् सदसत्परं पश्चादहं यदेतच्च यो वशिष्येत सोऽस्म्यहम् अरुतेऽर्थं यत् प्रतीयेत न प्रतीयेत चात्मनि तद्विद्यादात्मनो मायां यथा वासो यथा तमः यथा महान्ति भूतानि भूतेषु चावचेष्वनो प्रविष्टान्यप्रविष्टानि तथा तेषु न तेष्वहम्. Then in the fourth sloka he says कि अन्वय व्यतिरेकाभ्याम यत् स्यात् सर्वत्र सर्वदा. Bhagavan Narayana teaches to the Brahmadeva in that Chatushloki Bhagavatam. The entire Jnanam of the Bhagavatam is given by him. So, एतन्मतं समाधि परमेण समाधिना तद्विज्ञानरो याति ब्रह्म. This is what is taught to us. If you see in that second skandha or even first skandha, अन्वय व्यतिरेकाभ्याम यत्स्यात् सर्वत्र सर्वदा एतावदेव जिज्ञास्यं तत्त्वजिज्ञासुनात्मना अन्वय व्यतिरेकाभ्याम यत्स्यात् सर्वत्र सर्वदा एतन्मतं समातिष्ठ परमेण समाधिना भवान् कल्पविकल्पेषु न विमुह्यति कर्हिचित्. What a great teaching it was. With your Parama Samadhi, you come to first intellectually grasp through Anvaya Vyatireka, the Paramatma, second through deep meditation experience. Once you experience that myself, then Kalpa Vikalpeshu. The Kalpa, the creation, Vikalpa, dissolution, you are doing or it is happening through you, material, Navimuhyati, that won't delude you by giving reality to the creation and by making you forget the self. Now see, This is Anvaya Vyatireka knowledge. If you have gone, if you have contemplated, remembered every day, let us say for next 6 months, without break every day, and got established both intellectually and also on the seat of meditation, that which is permeating every upadhis, that is there free from all the upadhi. In this way, if you can get into the core of it, and the deep dhyana avastha, then it is we are established in that knowledge intellectually and experience wise. Thereafter, can anything delude us? Any name and form tempt us? Can any name of a form create the raga dvesha in us? Is there any chance of samsara? This is called the Jivan Mukti assured by the Atma Anubhuti, Brahma Anubhuti, Brahma Atma Ekabodha. That is what is avidyamanovyavasate yo vaikariko rajas esha sargaha brahma swayam jyotihi atah vibhati brahma indriyarthatma vigara chitram. What the final conclusion is? It is swayam pratipatti. Swa existence, Swa Chaitanya Yukta, Parabrahma only is seen as Brahma, Indriya, is seen as Indriya, Artha, Atma, and their Vikar. In short, the seer, seen, and seeing, and their modification is what is the entire samsara, is it not? What is samsara? I am the seer seeing something through my faculties. Seen is seen by me. Then after some time, I am again the knower, knowing through intellect, listener through the ears. In this way, the vikara is happening in me as the experiencer. Vikara happening in the experiencer do. Therefore, you can see the vikara in the experiencer. Vikara will change one to the other. So when I look at the forms through the eyes, I am the seer of the forms. When I am listen to the sounds through the ear, I am the listener. So the object is changed from form to the sound. Then the organ used changed from the eyes to the ears. So to the experiencer changed from the seer from seer to the listener. These are called vikara. So in and through every of these, knoweru, known and known, knowledge, and their varied modification in the form of all of that, what is there is Parabrahma only. This is after the Parabrahma Tattva is experienced on Dhyana Kaksha. Not now when we are filled with Ragadvesha, Avidya, Dehadi, Tadatmya and Samsara and zero understanding of the self and no meditation, no realization. Not at that level. After knowing the self, then everything is self. Before knowing the self, everything is mithya and unreal. Therefore, it should be kept away, kept aside. Is it clear? There should never be an ambiguity in this. Now, did we experience the self right now? Not yet. Therefore, for us, whole world is mithya, asatyam, and then we have to come out of it through all viveka, vairagya, abhyasa done for many years, many lives. Then, through the study of such portions of Bhagavata, in that especially the Anvaya Vyatireka Paddhati, intellectually get convinced. When the conviction comes about the self as real, conviction comes about the mithyatva of the Jagat. Yet, whatever was done while taking the world as real, we have to undo it. For that only every of the sadhana. What is said here as undoing what is done, so that we realize the self, is called as the Antakarana Shuddhi in our morning class. That is why till the Brahmajnana comes, Shrauta Smartha Nitya Karmani Kartavyani Niyamena. What is said in Upanishad is said here also, everywhere. That is a fact. For all of us, this should be the clear picture. This jnana, knowledge should not slip away from our intellect. And then mold our day schedule only in this way, consciously. Then he is called a paripakva sadhaka. He has zero importance and value to the world. Intellectually convinced it as mithya. And yet, the hold of the world is still there is in my antakarana, because so far the antakarana was holding the world. So that wrongdoings are being undone now. For that only the upasanas, the japas, the ekagrata practices, the viveka, the vairagya, so that the mind is fully free from any of the agitations, any of the negative rajoguna feelings. Mana may have the thoughts, may have the perceptions, indriyas, but no feeling of rajoguna, raga, dvesha, kama, krodhadi, ityadi toward the world seen by our faculties. To that level we have to reach. In the next stage, even to all those seen things, we remain only as Sakshi Chaitanya. And we discover that Sakshi as Chaitanya as myself. Then the self is realized. From that standpoint, when you look back, the knower, the known, the knowledge, knowing, seer, seen, seeing all, everything is Brahma eva vibhati. Therefore, Brahma alone is everything. None of those things are Brahma. This is what is the thought with which we concluded our class yesterday. Remember, gold alone is ornaments because gold is reality. Ornaments are not gold because ornaments are non existing. Just to pause a moment, try to grasp the subtlety of that sentence. Then you can relax for eternity because the correct knowledge you got it. Brahman is vibhati as the Jagat, but Jagat is not Brahman. Jagat is not Brahman means Brahman is reality. No, Jagat is not real. Jagat is not real independently. Jagadav Rupanama. But Brahman is real independently, transcendentally. Brahman alone is there immanently in and through all this Jnata, Jnanam, Gneyam, Triputi. 1 minute, friends. Not able to tolerate. As I was saying yesterday, how many lives we were at the feet of the gurus and doing upasanas and nishkama seva ityadi, that all that punya fructified in our last 3-4 days, including this life's punya, to get to this clarity that what is the struggle of studying all shastras purpose, that purpose we have achieved. Coming to that point, and we have to repeatedly study the same thing till the conviction happens. Then, unless experience happens of the self on the dhyana avastha, we can't conclude. We can't concludingly say that we have got the mukti. So, bauddhika jnanam puts us on the sadhana. Sadhana gives us siddhi. Siddhi ke baad you can say everything is Brahma only vibhati. Okay, now. Evam, in this way, sputam. What is sputam? Atma sandeham chitva. How Brahma viveka hetubihi para apavadena visharadena. This shloka was so exhaustively dealt ki the sandeha about the Atma, whether it is there or not. The second sandeha of Atma is Atma alone is there is nothing other than Atma. This has to become sputa in us. And who taught us? Visharadena, the Guru who is already in that experience. What is the help he took to teach us? Brahma Viveka Hetubhihi Shastrai. So we take the help of the Guru, his teachings of the Shastra. And what is the thing we have to finally achieve? Parapavadena. All that which is other than the Atma, which is seen and given as reality, uska bhi apavad karke. What is the parapavadena? The adhyaropa of the para means the upadhis on the Atma are apavadita. Okay, these two are the words go together. Adhyaropa, apavada. Like superimposition, de-superimposition. Adhyaropa means superimposing snake on the rope. Apavada is de-superimposing snake from the rope. So here para apavada means para is other than the Atma. What other than Atma? All this Jiva Bhava, Antakarana, Jnanendriya, Karmendriya, Prana, Deha, these are all para. They are all apavadita. They are all rejected as not self, not real. On the self, these concepts were superimposed. Through the Anvaya Vyatireka, when the self alone is there, is convinced about, then these adhyaropita and taken as real earlier are totally apavadita. They are de-superimposed. Means self is superimposed by them and seen as them. Self is de-superimposed of them and seen as the self. Rope is superimposed by the snake and seen as snake. Rope is de-superimposed of the snake and seen as the rope, the reality. And this is done only Visharadena. Guru कृपा के बिना even एक सैद्धांतिक ज्ञान भी नहीं होगा. What to talk about अनुभव. See, एवं स्फुटम ब्रह्म विवेक हेतुभिः परापवादेन विशारदेन चित्वा आत्मसंदेहम. There's no doubt about the self alone as the reality. There is nothing other than self. If anything is there, self alone is there in those forms. Brahma vibhati, which is said in the earlier sloka, indriya artha atma vikara chitram. And it is vibhati, not really, appears. Yesterday we talked on that, appears as a leela, as a khel, as a game, as a play. हो गया. Then what to do? Chitva atma sandeham. Then, so anandatushtaha. Be in the contentment of or the ananda of the self. Be contented in the ananda of the self. So anandatushtaha. Now there are two things. There is nothing other than Atma to give us ananda. And then, second point is, Atma itself is of Ananta Ananda Sarup. जो आपको चाहिए वो आत्मा में है ही. हो गया. और आत्मा के अलावा कुछ है भी नहीं जो आप चाहते हो वो आपको देने के लिए. This is what when we establish in, it is called a paravairagya. What is paravairagya? We discovered ananda of the self, which itself is brimful. And there is no thing other than the self, even to promise to us that there is a sukha, come to me. This is called in the Patanjali Yoga Sutra Bhashya. Tat param, that is called paravairagyam. What is that? Guna vaitrushnyam. Absolutely vitrushna for every guna. Why? Because Purusha khyate hai. You got the experience of the Purusha. With the aparavairagya, we do sadhana. Through sadhana, we discover self. When the self is discovered, it is Ananda Sarupa. There is no thing other than the self even to tempt to us or promise us of giving happiness. Therefore, there is no khyati also. There is no even the thought also of Ananda anywhere else. I mean, Atma. That's called Atmarati, Atma Trushti, Atma Santushti, all those words. Atma Trupti, which we study in various textbooks. So, again, I am reading Evam Sputam Brahma Viveka Hetubihi Parapavadena Visharadena Chitva Atmasandeham Uparameta Swa Anandatushta Akhila Kamukebhyaha Anandatushti में है सारे कामनाएं से उपारमेत हो. Here, one or two thoughts I have to share. It's not allowing me to share. Lot of disturbance it is doing. Same thing is said in Mandukya कि समम प्राप्तम न चालयेत. If you remember that word, so if only Paramatma is there, Paramatma Anubhuti is there, then why this sentence again said कि समम प्राप्तम न चालयेत? Here also why it is said अकिल कामुकेभ्यः उपारमेत? Listen carefully, very carefully. देखो, even when we were bound with the Vishayas, Indriyas, they were not there. Yet we were bound. Why it might have happened? Some simple common sense logic was because slightest importance might have been given to it. That was enough for it to gather more and more importance and pulled us down. Like any person, you should not give importance, means should not give. If you start giving even little, then the person starts becoming important, then that person takes our entire life's attention. देखते देखते हो जाता है. It can be anybody. Now this is what is Moha and Maya. Therefore, even though you are in Ananda Tushti, till you are fully established in that, Akila Kamukebhyaha Uparameta. Even though you have intellectually understood that they are unreal, even though you have intellectually understood that the self is real through Anvaya Vyatireka, you must try to establish in the experience of self. For that, you should continue doing the Uparama or withdrawal from Akila Kamukebhya. Then, after establishing also, be in that experience only. Don't take anything for granted. Yad gatva na nivartante. Having reached where there is no comeback. True. In that case, then why do you want to come back? Is it not? Even little chance also should not be given even after the anubhuti comes. Try to catch it. Even of the anubhuti of the Atma happens, yet slight chance given, we don't know. Not that we fall prey and all it is said, but at the same time, like during pandemic, though everybody assured us, but still we were out of our own being careful, put our masks and everything. Even now when I go with all my masks. People laugh at me. Laughing, look at me. Sab khatam ho gaya. I said, I don't know. Still there are 5,000 cases per day all over the country. It can be anybody. I don't want to take risk. But you are vaccinated, yeah, double vaccinated, triple Ayurvedic medicine also taken, 3 types. Still. In the same way, Uparameta Akhila Kamukebhyaha, the purpose of saying this sentence is this. Okay. Now, what we said while talking on 22nd sloka, that Brahman alone appears as the seer, the seen, seeing. Seer the Sattva-guna, seen Tama-guna, seeing is Rajoguna. Brahman only. The Maya also is Brahman finally. Trigunas also Parabrahma. This is from a Brahma standpoint we said. Again we have to reassure it by saying from the other standpoint that none of them are the Atma. Paramatma alone is all of them, but none of them are Paramatma. See, gold alone is ornaments. That time only we said ornaments are not the gold. Why ornaments are not gold? Ornaments have no independent existence at all. They are appearance. That is called Maya. देखो जादू वहाँ. Where is an ornament without gold? Then what is reality? Gold alone. What is the position of ornament? Minus the gold. No existence. When they don't exist, how can they be the gold then? They can't be. So Brahma Vibhati has all of them, but none of them are Paramatma or Atma. That is the conclusion. दोनों मिलाकर हमको conclude करना है. That's why in the verse number 24, Bhagavan talks this. Very, very important topic. Chant karo. Natma vapu parthivam indriyani devahya survayu jalam hutashaha manonnamatram dishanacha sattvam aham kritikam kshitirardha samyam. Again. Natma vapu parthivam indriyani devahya survayu jalam hutashaha मनोन्नमात्रं दिशणा च सत्वम् अहंकृतिः कं क्षितिरर्थसाम्यम्. As I told you yesterday, the list of the tattvas or the items with which the entire world is seen or formed or made is given here. And then what is said? None of them are Atma from their standpoint. From the Atma standpoint, Atman alone is appearing as them. From Atma standpoint. We saw that sloka already. So in this sloka, he parthivam vapuhu, the body made out of the pruthu or mud, matti, indriyani, all the pancha jnanendriyas, karmendriyas, devaha, all the adhisthana devatasu, asuhu, all the pancha pranasu, vayu jalam, the Panchata Mahabhutas of Vayu and Jalam, Hutashaha, Agni, Manaha Annamatram, the Mana, which is nothing but the modification of Anna, that Mana also, Dishanacha, the Buddhi, Sattvam, that means the Chetam, Ahankritihi, and means Ahankara. And in the Pancha Mahabhuta, two were left out in the earlier line. They are being said here. Kham, the Akasha, Kshitihi means Bhumi. Then Arthaha, all the Shabdas, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandhas. Then Samyam means when the three gunas are in Samya Avastha, called as Mula Prakriti, all of them individually or collectively, none of them are Atma. So all the list kam kshiti artha samyam na atma bhavati bhavanti. This is how we have to conclude. This is a concluding statement. Why? Because taking all of them as atma only, we jiva were born and were bound so far. इन सबको मैं मानकर ही मैं जीव बनकर कर्ता भोक्ता बनकर कर्म और कर्म फल के रूप में इतने जन्म से मैं बॉन्डेज में ही था. Now I have come to the experience of this self. Self alone is all of them from the self standpoint. But from their standpoint, they don't even have an existence independent. Then how can they be the self? So the Panchamahabhutas, the four Antakaranas, the Pancha Jnanendriyas, Pancha Karmendriyas, Pancha Prana, the Deha, then the Shabdasparsha Ruprasagandha, then the Mahabhuta Panch. This is what is the entire world. All of them is not the self at all. They don't have their own independent existence. Mhm. This is the crux of Vedanta. This is what we have to realize now that Atma is me. Theory हो गया है. आप sit on the seat of meditation, reject all the upadhis, दम है, हिम्मत है तो करके, then go to the experience of self in that nirvikalpa samadhi. With all this intellectual knowledge, still we can hold on to these upadhis only, continue being a jiva of kartrutva bhoktrutva. That is a maya. None of therefore, now you understand why he said Nayam Atma pravachanena labhyaha न मेधया न बहुना श्रुतेना. भाई प्रवचन देने में सुनने में आत्मा नहीं मिलता कहा. Why by all shastras remembered that the moksha will not come. Now you understand why it said. But without this knowledge, we can't keep away the world, we can't meditate to know the self. That is why the need of this knowledge, but not sufficient. Just like without all the Shrauta Smartha Karma, Antakarana Shuddhi will not come. Therefore, for the sake of Antakarana Shuddhi, they have to be definitely done. So, to get convinced, we have to do all these studies, sadhana and all, medha and all. But after intellectually understanding, none of them are required of medha, shruti and all. We have to go in deep into the self-experience through dhyana. नात्मावपुः पार्थिवम् इंद्रियाणि देवाहि असुरु वायु जलम हुताशः मनः अन्नमात्रं दिशणा च सत्वम् अहंकृति खम क्षितिः अर्थसाम्यम. All of that individually or collectively, they are not at all Atma from their standpoint. Because they don't exist independently. So, thinking that they exist independently, giving them reality to the extent that the real self is forgotten, all this is called as aviveka, maya, moha. Non-thinking, delusion, then illusion and delusion. Now you understood what is illusion and delusion and what is aviveka. Because of not thinking as per the Shastriya Jnana, Vedanta Jnana, when we have not known the self as self, then the non-existing not self, called all these things, are aropita, superimposed on the self, means taken as the self. That is called as illusion, and living only the anatma taken as atma is called as delusion. Illusion is maya, delusion is moha. ओ माया में इस तरह फंसे. That is what I am now. All my days planning, thinking, activity is happening not as Atma, but as Upadhis only. That means Upadhis have been taken on my head as myself. This is called as Avarana Vikshepa Aropa, as we studied exhaustively in our morning Telugu class of Druk Drishya Viveka. Right now, I am in the illusion and in delusion born out of aviveka, taking the upadhis to be me. I am living that. When I say headache, stomach ache, and all, they all are to the upadhi, not to the self. And none of the upadhis are self. First of all, they don't exist only. Then what would be the anubhava of the Atma Jnani? When you said in the earlier sloka, ki vibhati, if he gets a headache, for him, as much head is he, so much headache also is he. Therefore, there is no pain. Is it not? As much I am the Deha, so much I am the modification of the Deha, I am even the death of Deha. When the birth and death become me, they are me, so with me there is no problem. तो उनको स्टमक ही मैं ही हूँ ऐसा नहीं स्टमक का सुख भी मैं हूँ स्टमक का पेन भी मैं हूँ दैट आल्सो ही टेक्स एज हिज ओन सेल्फ दैट इज हिज स्टेट ऑफ बीइंग like so when that great saint sir it is said you have cancer he said I have cancer I am cancer he said I am cancer he said because in those cancerous whatever things who is there is the same self only I am that. The other fellow said you have cancer from the Deha standpoint. He said, if this Deha is me, in that Deha, the cancer also is me, Baba. How? Because I am Deha, everything is me. So then if it is me, everything which is me is not a problem. Everything not me is a problem to me. When I wrongly associated with it, not through his Atma Jnana, but through the relation of Mamata Tadatmya Itya. I never have problem with myself. I have problem with something other than me, with which I relate through Mamata, through the Tadatmya Itya. Think cool. That is the answer if such question comes. But here, all these Panchamahamutas, Pancha Shabdasparsha Ruprasagandhas, Dehas, Pranas, Indriyas, then Antakarana, all of them are not the self at all. और इसको कितने बार सुनना है See, sentence is said by the Guru, Acharya, Bhagavatacharya. But in what stage of our mind, intellect we are? Depending on that, whether we understood it or not depends. Whether we have accepted it or not. If the mind is fresh, pure, perfect, very deep, sharp, well trained, it will catch it. And what is to be given by the Guru as theory concludes here. Only now, practically, therefore, to firmly establish in these things as an Atma, let me not have any mamata with them. For that only, all the tapasya, shamadamadi are done. Then to experience the real self, I have to sit on the seat of meditation till it happens. Then, sitting in that only, fully established for long times. After that, when I come to Thana, whatever I see as my own self. Still, I won't take anything for granted. Mhm. Now, 2-3 shlokas about a very important topic. थोड़ा पढ़ेंगे हम. समाहितैः कः करणैर्गुणात्मभिः गुणो भवेन्मत्सु विविक्तधाम्नः विक्षिप्यमाणैरुत किन्नु दूषणम् घनैर्वेतैर्विगतैरवेः किम् समाहितैः कः करणैर्गुणात्मभिः गुणो भवेन्मत्सु विविक्तधाम्नः विक्षिप्यमाणैरुत किन्नु दूषणम् घनैरुपेतैर्विगतैरवेः किम् वेरी टिपिकल सटल श्लोकास थोड़ा मुश्किल है ये समझना है ना, समझाना भी. I'll try, you try to explain. He says, mat suvivikta dhamnaha. Means what? The one who is experienced his identity with his essential self. In that Atmanubhuta sthiti for him, ki gunatmabihi karanaihi samahitaihi kaha. All the indriyas which are made out of the three gunas. What is the meaning or purpose for that person who is establishing the self in trying to control them, in controlling them? So, mat suvivikta dhamnaha, the one who has found very well established identity with the absolute self. आत्मा अनुभव में परिनिष्ठित व्यक्ति को तीन गुणों से बने हुए इंद्रियों का नियंत्रण करने से क्या फायदा, क्या जरूरत? कहा गुणात्म भी कर्ण ही समाहित ही कहा, क्या प्रयोजनम है? सेकंड थिंग इज व्हाट? विक्षिप्यमाणे तो किन्नु दूषणम. If he is controlling them, what is the benefit he is getting? If those upadhis are vikshipta, what is the dushanam to him? Very tough of the subject it is. Example is, ghanai upetaihi vigataihi va ravehi kim. When the thick clouds come on the horizon and they get dismantled and the cleanliness of the space, in both cases, what is the farak to Lord Surya? भगवान सूर्य को कोई फर्क पड़ता है क्या? When the sky space is with full of the clouds or without any clouds? Yeah, when the clouds come, when the clouds go away, how does it matter to the sun? In the same way, to one who established in the self, there is no benefit gained through the control of the faculties. There is no loss when they are vikshipta. Therefore, to him, there is no kartavya karma nirdishtita. There is no punya attributed to him. There is no papa attributed to him. No, first of all, क्या है? He is established in the Atma Tattva. Therefore, other than the Atma, there is nothing else. That is when you are in the Sajasthiti. But when you have come to Utthana Sthiti, you are using Upadhis. But Upadhis are about you only are there. Every Upadhi is me only. Therefore, their control gives no benefit. Non-control makes any luksan. So, so samaitai kaha karanaihi. Another example is given. Of the sun is given, another example is given. What is that? Yatha nabho vayuvanalambu bhogunaihi gadagatairvartu gunairna sajjate तथा अक्षरम सत्परजस्तमो मलैः अहम मतेः संस्कृति हेतु भी परम. गंभीर श्लोक. These four shlokas are again one set. श्लोका 25, 26, 27, 28. ओके, ये चार हम 10 मिनट में पढ़ेंगे. देन टुमारो लिटिल सेम थिंग समराइज्ड, बिकॉज ये 28वां चैप्टर है और आज 28वां दिन है इस चैप्टर का. सो दिस 28वां श्लोक तक हम पढ़ेंगे. ही सेज यथा नभः, just like space. What are there in space? Vayu, Hava, Anala, the fire, Ambu, the water, Bhu, earth. These are in the space. They have their gunas, gunaihi, gata gataihi. When all these four come and go away, then rutu gunaihi, because of the variety of kala, variety of rutus come and go, of Varsha, Rutu, Vasanta, Grishma, Sharadu. So the presence of these four Mahabhutas, the coming and going of variety of Rutu, is that Vayu, is that Akasha Sajjate? Is the Akasha touched by them? गर्मियाँ आ गए, आकाश गर्म होता है क्या? सर्दियाँ आ गए तो आकाश सर्दी नहीं होता दैट इज सूक्ष्म. सर्दी हवा में लगता होगा, नॉट इन द स्पेस. बरखा में आकाश को बरखा नहीं होता है. So too the six rutus. And each of these have their guna. Prithvi, its guna of gandha, Jala, its guna of rasana, and Agni, its guna of the rupa, then Vayu, its guna of shabdha. So these four Mahabhutas, their gunas, their modifications, and the arrival and departure of various rutus and the kala, you see the space. दिख रहा है आपके सामने? सभी अभी नहीं दिख रहा है यार, अभी अंधेरा है, सुबह देखो. रात का समय हो गया इंडिया में. Is the space touched by it? Not, no. In the same way, tata aksharam param. In the same way, the Supreme Self is not touched by sattva rajas tamo malaihi. And who is the one who touched by sattva rajas tamo malaihi? Aham matehi. And when this ahankara jiva gets identified with all this sattva rajas tama, he was becoming samsari, samsruti hetu vihi. It was for the jiva when he was contaminated by the three gunas that he was suffering samsara. It was jiva sajjate, contaminated by the three gunas, was going through the samsara of jagra, sapna, sushupti. These things won't touch that Paramatma Anubhavata Jivan Mukta, Aksharam Param. Tatha Aksharam Param is not touched. Like the space is not touched by all this, so too Akshara Parabrahma is not touched by these three gunas. In the Utthana Dasha, even though they are there, maybe for the sake of some Vyavahara or Leela. We are not talking about the space higher up above where all these are not there. We are talking about this space only in which these pancha remaining four bhutas where their modifications are there along with their modifications. Here only where space is there, Agni is there. Agni has its firing capacity burning. That is not touching the Akasha. Akasha is supporting them but not touched. So to Akasha touching, supporting the water but not touched by the wetness or the taste of the water. Is it not? Like that. It doesn't touch, none of them touch Akash. In the same way, the Akshara Parabrahma Tattva Paramatma ko, all these things never touch. Sattva Rajas Tamo Gunamala touch the Jiva, or the one who gets touched is called Jiva. They won't touch the Param Aksharam Anubhuta Vyakti. Now, these two slokas, when we study, then they feel that means what? Anybody can do anything, even Jivan Mukta. No, 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 no. That is why the most important next sloka. Tathapi sangaha parivarjaniyaha guneshu maya rachiteshu tavatu madbhakti yogena dhrudena yavata rajo nirasyeta mana kashayah. देखो बाबा, even though intellectually the conclusion is the self which is like the space is not touched by any of the guna and modification, like the space is not touched by the four Mahabhutas which are its own modification and their changes, yet tathapi, don't take it for granted. What is that? Is Sangaha Parivartaniyaha. Yet our value given, reality given, attachment maintained toward the all these gunas which are created the Maya, they are Parivartaniyaha. We should give them up only. We should not take them for granted. Tavat, tab tak. कब तक यावत मन कषाय रजः निरस्येत. Till the rajoguna of the mana, which is the kashaya, totally goes away. And how it goes away? Mad bhakti yogena dhrudhena. When you are doing drudha bhakti to me. Here drudha bhakti is the pure Vedantic vicharana. Till through the pure Vedantic vicharana, The mana, along with its rajoguna, totally gets dissolved and reveals to us the experience of self. Till that time, these Maya and Maya Rachita Triguna Rachita Jis Karta, Karma Phala, unse दूर ही रहना. Theoretically, in the pure self, neither they are there. Even if they are there, their appearance. Even if they are appearing, they are not touching. It is a fact to be told as the last thought. But then only we can say how Jivan Mukta is living in this very world like Padmapatrameva Ambasa, like the water and lotus feet ki tarah, example, lotus leaf ki tarah. We have to concludingly say because we see Jivan Muktas moving. They are acting like us. So you have to tell what's the difference. Difference is they are not touchable. So can I say that I also will indulge in like them? If I do that, then I am cheating myself. It is he who, that master, through his Guru Padesha, after intellectual understanding, he removed the Manakasha of the Rajoguna through the Bhakti Yoga of meditation and he established an experience of self. Therefore, in him, even though the Trigunas are there, which he is illuminating, he is not touched by them. But you are still in Jiva Bhava with the Adhipadita Atma. You have to reach to the self. You can't take these things for granted. You have to keep them away only. These things come again in Taittiriya Upanishad. है ना? यानि अनवद्यानि कर्माणि तानि सेवितव्यानि नो इतराणि यानि अस्माकं सुचरितानि तानि सेवितव्यानि नो इतराणि. You see, very powerful it is. Among great gurus like us, whatever the good things we do, that only you do. Don't do the bad things which even we do. Because they have done bad thing, not that they have done. It has happened through them for some leela. In the Ishvara leela, great avatharas, rishis appear to do something like Durvasa gave curse. In giving curse of Durvasa, there is no jiva bhava. There is no samsara for him. But through that equipment, the curse has to come to that person. That doesn't mean that you and I also feel I am also like Durvasa, I do the cursing. You bless like Durvasa blesses, but you don't curse like Durvasa. Because you are following him, don't follow him these things. So, whatever, यानी अस्माकम सुचरितानि तानि त्वया उपास्यानि. हम जो सुचरित्र करते हैं आप वही करना. No इतराणि. If we happen to do anything, something, you don't follow us. It doesn't mean that we do wrong, the jnanis. It doesn't mean that, don't copy that. Jnani is rising above the good and bad. But from the local worldly standpoint of the things, even jnani's karma are given this label. In that case, even by label, if he does something wrong, by label, not reality, you don't do that. That much protection the Shruti Mata does for the Shishya. That is the idea of it, which we will study at that time in Taittiriya. Same here also says, even then don't get lost in the Indriyas and Indriya Vastus till the final Rajoguna, which is Manah Kashaya, goes away. Then what to do if you are not getting attached to them? Drudena Bhakti Yogena. Through this Drudhati Drudha, Bhakti Yoga is doing Upasana to the Lord. Lord comes as the Guru. Guru gives the Tattva Jnana you are contemplating. And after contemplation, through Anvaya Vidraka, you came to conviction. Then you are living the conviction on the seat of meditation to make it an experience. So, that's all called as Drudha Bhakti Yoga. Through that, the Manakashaya goes away. Till that time, don't take for granted. If you take it, this Kashaya of the Mana goes on growing. Then your theory remains as theory, you will never experience the self. आत्मा अनुभूति होने तक कोई भी चीज को लाइट पे नहीं लेना. इज इट क्लियर? अनुभव होने तक मजाक भी नहीं होगा. जो किया है वो सब पानी फिर जाता है. Because the power of mind and Maya is so much. Once you give it a chance, it takes you to what world we don't know. As I am telling you, some of our regular people who used to come to class, they took it for granted. No, they don't appear. They say we are listening offline. Then how can you be absent so continuously? Is it not? So you are somewhat cheated by the mind. Whenever too important work is, for that we have permitted you. Not it's a certificate or license given not to attend. It is you took it. And then after some days, slowly the total attention will not be there because offline कभी सुना कभी नहीं सुना जब खुद को मन में लगता है यार इतने डिस्टर्बेंसेस के साथ सुन के स्वामी जी की क्या बेइज्जत करनी है चलो सुनेंगे ही ना then slowly they stop even listening offline. Then whatever study is there, that also is occupied by some back pain, headache, everything Bhagavan will give if you don't come to class regularly. And you are then you say, स्वामी जी मैं आना चाह रहा था लेकिन सर दर्द पेट दर्द अरे मोहरा तुम आना बंद किया इसलिए सब आए You have to know that. Then we get lost in going to this place, that place. And suddenly thought comes, स्वामी ख्वाहिश अभी पूरा नहीं हुआ अपना खुद का घर बनाने का. At the age of 70 you make your घर. अब क्या करें उस समय? What is the lifespan left for sadhana? And I want to go there, I want to see this, that, this. See how people, even after being so sincere in the classes, so regular, so impressing the master with all their ability, yet become victimized. Think about it. कितना डेंजर है वो. For one or two things they start giving chance, gone. And you, few of you, not few, only 4 or 5, not giving chance so far. Therefore, you are able to maintain your regularity. Yeah. And among you also 1 or 2 and never attended some classes just because you decided and never thought whether the decision correct or wrong. Many of you don't attend Upanishad class only. You took it as right. That is called Maya. That powerful Maya, soft ego, works so that even just for seeing that what is happening in Upanishad, also you don't come. Some people are there, never attended morning class, never attended Vishnu Sahasranama class. That power, see, as powerfully you are committed to this class, so powerfully you are committed to not attend that one. That is how the subtle way the Maya works. And who knows the whole thing which had to click to you was told in those classes and not here. You don't know. See, because of inconvenience not coming is different. But because your own personal decision not coming is different. In this है ना मैं डिसाइड कर लिया मैं नहीं आऊंगा अब हो गया दिस इज माया that means should we attend all the classes as there is no other work see double maya questioning why I am taking then for you to attend only no how can you ask that question नहीं नहीं फिर आप बंद करो बोलना यार मैं बंद करूंगा but if somebody is speaking ना you have to attend that person until till the self is realized you have to know you have to do the sadhana you have to listen स्वाध्याय प्रवचने बोला ना सुनना ही चाहिए आपको सुनते ही रहना इट्स नॉट द क्वेश्चन ऑफ मी माई स्पीच लेक्चर यू हैव टू लिसन you have to listen to the guru the tattva all the time not one class there are only 3 things for you only one experience the atma tattva 2 try to experience the atma tattva 3 try to get convinced about atma tattva there's no fourth thing to be done. Experiencing Atma Tattva is you are a Jivan Mukta. Like we have one of the members, JM. उनका आता है जीवन मुक्त स्वामी जब भी मैं देखता हूँ मेरे को लगता है अच्छा संभाल के बोलना चाहिए जीवन मुक्त बैठे Other is what? Only 24 hours you are meditating to become Jayam. What is the third option? That will gives you conviction about the jnanam, you can't leave it. In that, there are only two options again. You attend the classes as long as classes are there. The class is not there, you have to study at home. For that only I am doing, I take class, of the class I will do study. इसीलिए ये कन्विक्शन के द्वारा ही हमको बता रहे हम आपको. If this is not this way done, what are you doing? Anything done other than this samsara only, no? Maya only, mithya only. आत्मा अनुभव पाए वाला व्यक्ति और कुछ नहीं कर सकता. आत्मा अनुभव को पाना चाहने वाला भी कुछ करना नहीं चाहिए. इसका मतलब आत्मा अनुभव का भी प्रयत्न करना चाहिए. इसके अलावा कुछ भी कर रहा है तो खुद फंस रहा है. This is what the essence of what is analyzed last 10 minutes. There are one or two rare people. Not only these 6 classes attend, they attend some other 2 also. They do their own study also. So on them, the full krupa is there. Of Bhagavan, they did not use their intellect or ego. They are allowing the grace to happen. Others are intelligent and have a little ego, then they decide. You cannot in spirituality decide for worldliness. Then you are neutralizing your own sadhana. That's the point. There's no guru, there's no God whom we are disobedient or cheating. वो तो पार हो गया. That stage is crossed. After the Vedanta is taught, in which you are told to be the self, you are not answerable to anyone. No guru dare can question you or ask you. The whole thing is now, am I helping myself or am I cheating myself? Only one question. Coming to the class is helping or not? Yeah. Now in that only the other question also is there. Not coming to the class is cheating or not? Yeah. Okay. If one is helping, the other should be cheating only. Why? Because other than coming to class or studying the books or doing contemplation, whatever we are doing is samsara only, no? Till now, at the childish level, it is all allowed. But when we have to graduate, come to post-graduation level, in our total maturity of sadhana, we have to be conscious about all these things. Only 3 options for you to not to come last. 1, you have realized the self. 2nd, I stopped conducting classes. 3, I died. There's no 4th option for you not to come to class. या आप आत्मज्ञानी हो गए, या मैं बोलना बंद की, या मेरी बोलती बंद हो गई. समझिए, आत्मज्ञान का मुश्किल है, बट बाकी दोनों कब होंगे? नो टास्क. Because anything done is samsara, my dear. It is undoing whatever sadhana we have done. That much निष्ठा जिनको समझ में आया जरूरत है और उस निष्ठा में है, he alone is purgating, P-U-R-G-A-T-I-O-N, purgation, not forgetting. The purgating the inner sadhanas, the purgation of rajas tamas happens to only him. This is what in other example you see, great bhaktas, 24 hours in bhakti. Great sadhu sannyasi in Himalaya, 24 hours in the Atma Chintana. Even now you go to Haridwar and all, not the commercial Haridwar, which is more samsara than we, the samsaris. The other side of Haridwar, where sadhu sannyas, only for bhiksha they come, they don't even look at anyone, take bhiksha from that variety of the bhiksha sadhan, go, and evening aarti time they come. They don't talk to each other, they don't talk to anybody, they don't enter into any politics, nothing doing. They are slowly to their manana chintana, removing all the manakashaya, their ajomala, so that they want to establish. Is it not? They can do, no? सुबह दोपहर शाम सत्संग कर रहे हैं, तो बीच के टाइम कोई बिजनेस कर सकते हैं, कोई एंटरटेनमेंट कर सकते हैं. वही तो माया है. उसी से तुम्हें बाहर आना है. Anything, if we are not doing sadhana, definitely we are doing samsara. Then how to come out of samsara, Swamiji? Only one way, always in the sadhana. पर मतलब कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है क्या? नहीं क्या, कोई दिए तो भी नहीं लेना चाहिए. पूछ रहे हो? Even if I tell you, please don't come to class, you should threaten me. स्वामी आप क्लास नहीं करोगे ना, ऐसा करना चाहिए. Not the other way praying, हे भगवान, हे भगवान. All this, why it is said? For two reasons. One, because the spirituality is so great. Second is a questioning thing. Are you convinced about the greatness of spirituality? If you have understood the greatness of spirituality, then you will understand the need of it. Then you are committed only for that, nothing else. Is it not? It's not a Swami is rubbing 5 classes to you. You should feel lucky that he is taking 5, 6 classes. Let me attend. That should be the urge in you, not cancelling 1 or 2. देखो, गुरु मेहनत करके 2 घंटे पढ़ा रहे हैं, तो आपको 1 घंटा भाग भाग थोड़ी जाना है. You have to listen those 2 hours and you have to do your own homework. Because he also, for doing those 6 classes, he is doing his 6 class homework also. So that's it. Either you have identified the Guru, or with the Shastra, or with the Tattva. In all these 3 cases, you will now have a compromise of even 1 class missing even once. Either you are not like that Shastra, or not the Guru, or you are little interested. I am interested in Vedanta only so that I am comfortable. I am not falling down. Not with the urge inside that I must experience it. सच लोग हैं पाप से बचने के लिए, भगवान के श्राप से बचने के लिए, they go to temple, break the nariyal, and they remain in that level only all the time. They're not bad. They're good, but they are not best. That is how we have to be. A point is what here? Even then, till the Manakashaya goes away, you can't give a chance also to any of the Vishya. To explain that, we took this example. The example become very elaborate. Whether you come to class or not, how does it matter to me? Don't come if you don't want. मेरे को क्या, मेरे कल्याण थोड़ी, मेरी श्राद्ध थोड़ी. I don't bother. But the analysis, how we get cheated. No, what we want Lord to bless us to come out of Maya. What the best thing He can do to bring us out of Maya than the company of the Paramatma in the Shastra and Satsang? He is giving what you are asking, and you are not taking what you need, which is given by Him because you ask. You have asked. Okay, some Swami should tell us so many classes. Therefore, it is happening. It's a mutual prarabdha. मेरा और आपका सब मिलकर होता है. Anyway, though intellectually truth is clearly understood, yet don't take anything for granted till the final finishing product we become. Okay, and little more to touch on this. An example is given. देखो 28 I told you ना, यथा मयो साधु चिकित्सितो नृणाम पुनः पुनः संतुदति प्ररोहन एवं मनो अपक्वकषाय कर्म कुयोगिनां विद्यति सर्वसंगम. Tomorrow will explain this, but example is what? Any of the disease, if asadu chikitsitaha, not fully treated, nunam puna puna santudati, again and again it relapses, prarohan, and gives, relapses, prarohan, santudati, gives dukkha. If you don't cure the disease completely, again and again it relapses, and you get the dukkha. Yesterday I was talking to somebody. मजाक में ही, बीपी में ज़्यादा बढ़ नहीं रहा इससे, लेकिन नॉर्मल भी नहीं हो रहा है. व्हाट टू डू? शुड आई चेंज द डॉक्टर? Should I change the medicine and discuss? I said, yeah, if you become normal, you will not go to him. They know the pakka medicine which brings you to control, but still they don't give. If they give when you are set right, their income goes. They maintain the patients. ज़्यादा बढ़ने भी नहीं देंगे, पूरा खत्म भी नहीं करे देंगे. They are professional. Now everybody is professional. Now the example you are, if not cured, it relapse. So too, still the mana is not fully apakva kashaya. उसके मन से वो कषाय पूरा नहीं निकाल गया. Then what happens? So all the attachments come and again it will give him dukkha. Keep that example. But till the treatment is over, be with the doctor and medication. So to till the self is experienced, don't give chance to anything. And many of the persons suffer because of this. Because reason not only they don't get good doctor, sometimes good doctor, good medicine. Maybe sometimes they don't take medicine. Even though take, they don't follow the pathyam, what to take, what not to take. Therefore, it goes on relapsing. In the same way, every spiritual seeker in the world, non-spiritual, I am not talking, no problem with their attempt to sadhana, but they are immature in the sense they allow the problems to relapse because consistently they are not holding on to treatment. They are taking for granted. Then a heavy sugar medicine is given, came normal, immediately you stop medicine, again eat the sugar. Again it grows. In the same way, we have attended classes up to now, so some knowledge has come and you think you ब्रह्म ज्ञानी हो गए, अब क्लासेस छोड़ दे फिर से फंस गए, साधना छोड़ दी. Please remember, till the anubhava comes, there is danger every moment. Now, this caution also, who is giving you? Guru only, and that Guru you want to live and go. Where he is giving satsanga and that you want to live. Where is it written? In the Shastra that you want to live. And who is telling it? Bhagavan himself, and that Bhagavan you want to live. See how our own Maya, called our own mind, tries his best till it succeeds. बाप रे, जिसने ये बात को समझा ना, he is a luckiest fellow. To me, other than my real self, everyone is enemy. Okay? And the first enemy after whom all other enemies start is my own mind. Therefore, you can trust a poisonous black cobra with terrible venom. You can trust a terrorist who can make us into pieces. You can trust a lion, a tiger, or crocodile. We can't trust our mind. That day when we realize this and practice it also, there is a chance of coming out of the samsara, entering to sadhana and siddhi. Or else all what we attend classes morning, afternoon, evening, एक साल, 2 साल, 3 साल, ये सब सिर्फ नाटक है. It is going to do nothing. सब नाटक है. आफ्टर 3 years क्या 30 years सुनने के बाद भी फिर से फंसे ही रह सकते हैं हम. If you trust mind, not the guru. Who tells not to trust mind? Guru tells don't trust mind, mind tells don't trust guru. And we trust mind, therefore don't trust guru. When you don't trust guru, you don't trust his words. His words are shastra, it is gone. The shastra is given by the God, God is gone. God's blessings to give us mukti, that also is gone. एक गुरु का बात सुनने से सारा जीत हमको मिलता है. एक मन की बात सुनने से सारा हार हमको मिलता है. देखो 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 देखेंगे कल इसको. सो 28th मंत्र we have seen. We'll see it again tomorrow also. ओम सर्वं नारायणार्पणं पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय. भागवत महापुराण की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. Let us study our Ramayanam.